Hi, good evening. Welcome to another edition of Neighborhood News. And as you can see, somebody had a party here, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
So if you want to, it's actually Tuesday night or it's another repeat night. But today we're going to talk about one of probably the most controversial things going on in Fall River now. Trash.
This new program. But I want to, again, thank you for being with us again this week, and like happens every week, 7 o'clock Tuesday nights, channel 95. We are back with one more neighborhood news show. For the Portuguese community, como sempre, sejam bem-vindos a mais programa de notícias da sua vizinhança. É terça-feira, canal 95, nós estamos de volta para mais programa de notícias da sua vizinhança. Hoje vamos falar como nós podemos fazer reciclagem. Reciclagem é programa que começou aqui na cidade de Fall River esta semana e nós vamos dar o máximo de informação possível o que pode ser reciclado e o que vai ser o lixo. Started this week, PAYT, the very famous purple bags. They come in different sizes and shapes. I saw them as diapers, I saw them as t-shirts, but they're really trash bags.
Exactly.
They're really trash bags. Yeah. And the meaning of the show today, and we have with us here, we have John from WasteZero.
Yep.
Thank you for coming, John.
It's my pleasure to be here.
And for this kind of show, I think we have the best guest that we ever could imagine.
Exactly.
I don't think even Ken Pacheco could do better than him.
Oh, I don't know about that. Ken's been an awesome person.
He is. So what happened was when I brought this idea to John, and he said, let's do it. I think it's a good idea. My trash got picked up this week on Friday. It's my trash day. Okay. We are filming on a Wednesday, so here is my trash of 5 days. Yep. So 2 days left of the week, or 3 days left of the week.
Yeah, actually tomorrow, right? It's going to be tomorw.
No, it's Friday.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
Friday. So we have 2 more days left. But I went and I brought all my trash here. And this is going to be not just an information for whoever it's out there, but and we've been in front of the city council many times with this, and we were the first ones probably to be in favor of this program. Yeah. And this is an education program for myself, because I could be recycling stuff that's not supposed to be recycled because I'm recycle crazy. I will recycle anything that I can. So it will be an education for myself and for John, and we're going to learn definitely a lot from WasteZero, what goes on the blue container and what goes on the purple bag.
Yeah. Yep.
So John, the program started last Monday.
That's correct, on the 4th.
So we are 3 days into the program.
Correct.
What is the first couple of days impression of the program going for you?
What my understanding is, it's going very well according to the city. There's going to be some areas that need to be improved, and the city is working on that very carefully and right away, immediately on that, and we'll be assisting the city with that. But overall, I think Ken Pacheco has indicated he's been pleased.
That's good. But at least the last that I heard yesterday at the meeting was that the city, it's up to 65%, I believe. That's the number.
I believe that was the one on the first day, Monday, right? Yeah. And
okay.
I have not heard any results yet for yesterday or Wednesday, but from what talking just hearsay from the yard, I heard that it was really good today. So. But we don't have, you really have to get your stats down and look into it, and that's what they're doing day by day.
I've been seeing purple bags out there, which is a good sign. Yeah. And, they understand. I think that people of Fall River, they will understand that why the reasons this needs to be done. Yeah. And besides the point that it could be a fundraiser for the city, besides that point is the best thing to do so we could prevent the landfills.
Yeah.
That's the only way we can save our health.
Yeah.
It's been done all over. It's not, we just then discovered the secret.
Yeah.
The secret's been out there for a long time, which the city tried to do it for a long time. We got the small blue bins, 6 years ago, 7 years ago? Back then, that was the intent of starting this program.
Yeah.
Now comes the bags.
Yeah.
And John, would you help? We're going to try to recycle, and we're going to try to see how much really I can, how much is going to cost me to trash my trash this week. Yeah.
The goal here is to recycle as much as possible.
Yeah.
Right.
Before we go to that, I just wanted to say one thing about the stats. Tomorrow is my trash day. I thought you had the same day because we're fairly close to each other.
Yes.
But, Thursday's my trash day. And they said certain areas, like the end of the week, like Thursday and Friday, they're going to start hitting, parts of Niagara and pretty much all of Maplewood. So that area is less densely packed. Basically a combination of single-family houses, two-family, and some three-family houses. So, and that's just, I think, to get people that are in some of these apartments. We have a lot of folks that are transient at times, and they probably don't know, this. So it's to get them on board. But I mean, this is not to discount. I mean, anybody can do this. It doesn't mean that if you're in a single-family home, they're doing it. Everybody can do this. This is not hard to do.
Exactly.
So.
And what happens is, on my house, I have, like everybody else has, the small inside the kitchen.
Yeah, I get a recycle bag.
Exactly.
Small
My wife
bag,
has the bag under the sink, like everybody uses under the sink, and then I have on the steps that goes to the basement our old main.
Yeah.
It fits perfectly on a corner there, and all our recycling goes there. Sometimes every couple of days we take them outside and we put them on the big bin outside.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why I say that nothing's going to change. You're going to keep using your kitchen like you
did before.
Did before. There's no change to that.
And that's what I just want to say, Carlos, too, that you've heard a lot of rhetoric lately that this is all new. And it's not all new. We've been recycling for 6 years with these bins. I think some people haven't been, so now they're kind of, spinning their wheels trying to figure out. But I mean, this is nothing new. Most of the city has been recycling. Nothing's changed except you're putting it into this bag.
Exactly.
So.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
and again, don't forget, everything that goes recycling on the blue bin, you don't need a bag. You just throw them in there with no bag.
Yeah.
I know some people like to put everything inside of a big bag and throw it in here.
Yeah.
It's best off not to do it and get the items loose on the blue bin.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? You remember the old recycle barrels we had, the small buckets? That's what a lot of people have. I see in my neighborhood, they keep them on the deck or outside in their yard, and they throw that in there, and then they throw it in the big bin there.
So what we're going to do, we're not going to go into the small, we're not going to go into the big.
Yeah.
We're going to go into the medium, right,
Medium, the
John?
15, yeah.
So
Medium
would
bag.
be the 15, and how much is the bag?
Actually, this is called the small bag, and the little bag is called the mini.
Oh,
Okay,
all right.
so the small bag, I'm going to go with the small bag, which is going to cost me
$1.25.
$1.25.
Yeah.
And they're being sold, again, a rule of
This one comes in a row of 8 bags.
8 bags?
Right. So it'll be $10 for that sleeve.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So,
Well, I just want to. I mean, you wanted to go to small things, but right here, you could be getting 5 cents for this.
exactly, exactly. And the reason I bought a couple of these is, and teach me if I'm wrong. I think I'm going to. I know this one, but with the cap, it's not recycled.
The cap should go in the trash, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so with the cap, it's not recycled. Now, if I take the cap out, I can recycle the bottle and trash the cap.
So we'll put the cap there, and we'll put this over here.
And we put this in here. So everything that pretty much goes plastic, right?
Right.
Something like this,
Yep.
we remove the cap,
Right.
and there it goes, and the cap comes in here. Cans can always
You can redeem them or you can recycle them.
Exactly.
Right.
Matter of fact, you can get cash for something like this. But
That's recyclable.
That's
cardboard.
Yep.
coffee,
This part is not recyclable.
it's not recyclable?
This one is. The coffee is here.
Okay.
All right?
Okay, very good. And I believe
Now,
this
folks,
is...
one thing that's on the website, on the city website, on the first page, there's a website to go into, pay as you throw, WasteZero, and in there, and also the flyer that you got with the free bag, it tells you what is recyclable and what isn't. So if there's any questions, call the numbers that are provided there, because every town's a little bit different because they take it to different processes, which they call MRFs, and some MRFs accept certain things, and the MRF that they're using won't accept things that maybe another town where I live in Ashland will accept. So
Okay.
just always check if you have any doubts.
And since we pause, here another question that I got a call from. Light bulbs,
No.
it's not recyclable,
Yeah.
but they can not be thrown on the trash loose.
Right, it should be go in the bag.
Okay, so if you have something like that, it's even broke, a mirror, a glass that is broke, just put it inside of a bag and put it on and put it on the trash.
And
Don't just throw it.
Well, you know, it's funny because my neighbor had brought that up, and I just thought of it as a different way that if that thing smashes and it gets into someone's eyes, so you know, I didn't think it would be able to be recycled because of that.
Right,
you know?
right.
So,
And like this one right here, this is not recyclable. There's no label on it.
Okay.
And
so basically, you just roll that.
you
sucker
want
up,
to
right?
do this for, you can get as much as possible in the
to make
bag.
it too much space. But for the animal lovers that I know out there, I have dogs and I have cats. One thing that we use is the food bags and the letter too.
Yeah.
So where the letter will go? Trash.
The
The animal.
Oh, animal waste.
Yes.
yes, trash.
So it will be trash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Usually the bags, it's something that I really try not to bring home this kind of bags.
Yeah.
That's my thing. When I go to a store, they put one thing inside of a bag, inside of another bag, inside of another bag. By the time I have 2 items in a bag with 5 bags, and this is the worst that the person can bring home, is this. And I always, and for years, I always tie them. Because if they get loose on the wind, they're not just going to end up in trees, but they're going to end up on rivers and everything like that. It's really bad. But that's
And these are the shopping bags, and I believe the supermarkets here in the city, you can bring them back, and there's a place to recycle them right at the
It's right when you walk in. They
Right,
have,
right when
you
you
know, where
walk
the
in.
can is. Yeah. So most of them. That's what I've been doing. I just found that out a couple months ago.
So paper, this is pretty much just paper, recyclable.
Right.
Very good.
Somebody
Bottles.
handed that to us.
Oh, really?
Thank you.
Here, I don't have any pizza boxes.
Yeah, but if this one's soiled with whatever was in it,
Exactly.
whether it's a
So this
pie
is
or
Portuguese sweets.
Okay.
You know that I'm Portuguese. So Portuguese sweets, just because of the fact that the box it's dirty, is not recyclable
Right, right.
anymore. Same thing happens with the
pizza boxes.
pizza boxes.
Right.
Okay.
Let me
And
ask.
then I would fold that down as much as possible.
Yeah, that's what I did with my pizza box. It's and it does get in there.
Okay.
And then
so
another one is the styrofoam. That is not recyclable.
Do you know? I know there was some talk because hold on one sec, Carlos, because I wanted to, and I know people have brought this up that it has the recycle emblem on there.
Yes, it's not recyclable for the city of Fall River, like what I mentioned before.
Yeah.
The processor does not take it.
Okay.
All right. There are some, and I think the city's looking into it. There's a couple of companies that will take the styrofoam, but you're going to have and probably in a storage container at the yard. But the city is looking into that. But right now, that's trash.
Okay, but
and I would, and again, to save space.
Yeah, you can crush it in. But there's, you know, they're looking at that, so that's a good thing. Oh, you go to TJF Fridays, huh? You guys are doing pretty good, huh?
My daughters love there. My daughters
One
love
thing
there.
you should notice that in a lot of takeouts now, people are, the stores are using the plastic that is recyclable, which is good.
Yeah, that's yeah. A lot of them do that.
A used napkin
A used napkin is trash, right?
is trash.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just because of the fact it has grease on it,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's
Oh, yeah.
Right.
trash. So something like this is recyclable, right?
Right, if it's on the label down the bottom, it's good. And this one does not have it for some reason. Most of them do. But this one does not have a recycling. So it's best, this would be a perfect example to call that number. It's Betsy Wetzel, and she's the recycling coordinator. Call if you have any questions like this. But we're not going to take any chances. We're going to trash it.
We're gonna
today.
trash it. Something like this,
Yeah, there's a
kids,
re-
you have
there's-
kids, you
yeah.
have,
There's a recycling thing on the ground.
Yep, that one does have a recycling. And this
Okay.
one does too.
Okay.
okay. What I do in my house is I don't throw on the trash anything that has my name or address or my personal information. I always shred it on the machine, and once a month or so, we empty the machine.
Yeah.
On this case, that's only paper from the machine where this will go.
Right. This would be a perfect example. I think would be best because when it's recyclable, but like we mentioned, the plastic bag is not.
Yeah.
If you have a paper bag, put your shred into the paper bag and fold it over and put it in here, because on a windy day when they lift up the cart,
Yeah.
the shred's going to be all over your neighborhood, and we want clean neighborhoods here in Fall River.
Okay, so
But-
something
so-
like this in a paper bag
That
will
would be the best, right.
will be recycled.
Right. And I would, so we're going to put this aside until you
Okay,
get a paper bag.
a paper
How's
bag.
that?
Okay, that sounds good.
Now, tin foil, a lot of your tin foil, it's used and it's going to be dirty, and I would say that would be trash, okay?
Straws.
Straws, some towns accept them. I don't have the list of the acceptable material here. Straws, I would definitely check with the website and also give a call to the recycling coordinator.
Okay.
So we're going to trash these tonight.
What I have here is the flavors for food. So this will be trash, right?
There's something in there. Yep, that's trash.
So it's food on it, it's trash.
Let's see what. Yeah, these do not have recyclable ones. Some of them do. You can check, but you're going to have to take the ranch dressing out or whatever the case is.
Yes. So here's for
favorite.
coffee lovers. For coffee lovers, recycle or not recyclable? We have two cups now.
Right. So this one has the recycle. This one is styrofoam, trash.
Trash. And best way is make paper,
one, yep.
but dirty.
Then you should trash it. There's one thing here. This one is not. This is plastic, and that can be
Recyclable.
recyclable.
Okay.
And all of
John.
these right here are recyclable. This is all cat food. And you notice that Carlos did a nice job. He rinsed them out. That'd be a good idea.
I do.
Okay?
So here's more. Here's paper. That's paper. But it's dirty.
inside.
It's
Carlos,
trash.
let me ask you this though.
Sure.
What is this? A week of your trash?
That's 5 days of trash.
Okay. All right. So
That's 5 days.
Okay. Cool. So this one right
Not
here.
counting what parties. I didn't date a party
Yeah.
this
Well,
week.
no. I know exactly.
You know what happens when you have a pool and you have teenagers?
Yeah.
You
Yep.
end up with 10 kids at home.
Yeah. Oh, I hear you.
Now,
So this, because there's a recycle thing on that. Would that be okay? You think it's on the bottom?
This was from
Yeah.
a plant that my wife purchased and she planted. So
I can't read the number.
Oh, okay. But it's
I would check, because some of them don't. Check the number, and what I would do is to, again, call that number and make sure that it's acceptable. You just explain it's just a pot, plastic pot from the, for a plant.
yeah. Is there any way to know? Like,
So it will be trash?
well, we don't.
I
you said it
don't
could
know.
be
I
maybe.
wouldn't trash it because you don't want to pay for
Okay.
it if
Yeah.
you don't need to.
Yeah, I'm
We'll
just
find out.
So is there something with the number on the bottom
Yeah, I
here?
can't read it. It looks like there's a 0 in front of it, but I would just check that.
Because it says the
It does, but I-
05
I'm not too sure. Usually they don't have a 0 in front of them. That's why I'm saying check.
check. Okay, so does the city have anything on the website as to
That's what I said, yeah.
Okay,
It's on the
cool.
website.
Okay.
Just click the page to throw.
Yep.
And it's also in your free bag mailing.
Oh, okay.
Flip it over and it tells what's recyclable, what's not.
Okay.
And it also will tell
paper.
you that things that, like we just mentioned, like the plastic, like toys and things,
Yeah.
they're not recyclable in the blue bin cart.
Something like this.
Right, there's a perfect example. That one probably can be, you got to check with them at the yard and see if that can be taken. I don't know. It has
It's
some.
all made out of plastic.
Yeah, it's
but
plastic
It's two
and
different.
it's two different types.
plastics. So we.
So I would check on that. That'd be a perfect thing to get an answer from the city.
Okay.
Okay.
Any of these film wrappers, they're trash.
Okay. Here is another.
Yep. And this is recyclable. That's recyclable. We're not doing straws because we're not too sure, but we'll find out. And here's cardboard.
So this
And
will
notice
be
Carlos and John are putting everything loose into the blue cart. Okay,
trash. So
these-
here's
Yep.
more trash.
So this one, this looks like it's going to be a recycling. It's number 5 on the bottom.
Yep, that one would be.
How about something like this? Is this equivalent to the straw, you think?
Yeah, I would put that in the trash. It takes up very little
Yeah,
room.
right.
And this is like ceramic, right?
Yeah, and that's not recyclable. It is trash. Like your glasses that you drink out of, your plates and things like that, they are not recyclable.
Okay.
Okay.
So will be trash.
Okay,
And
this
here's some
is-
more film.
Paper, I believe,
Yeah,
is.
paper is, yeah. So
is
I'm going to I'm
recycled.
not going to throw anything there because it's.
It's recyclable,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I'm just.
it's okay.
Yeah.
You can throw it in here.
Okay.
And again, there's some film, and this is a tubing, and it's all gone, but there's still some stuff in there. I'd put that in the trash. More film.
This was what was on my kitchen. Honey, I stole your trash from the kitchen, and I didn't replace an empty bag. So sorry, love you.
That's all the food, right?
But yes, this was before I came to the show, and I grab all my trash. I just run in the kitchen and under the sink, and I just put it. And what she has in here, is pretty much some flowers that she decorates the house with.
Yeah.
It's flowers and leftover from cooking.
Yeah.
So this will be trash,
Right.
right?
You could actually throw that in your yard.
Exactly,
waste,
yeah.
Right. That,
Okay.
this
Yes.
a lot of things can be compost.
Yes.
And I would, some things aren't, and there's a lot of websites out there for composting. If you have a garden, it's a great way to get rid of vegetables and coffee grinds, etc. And just check it out, and they'll give you the instructions how to do it and what should go in it to the compost bin.
Very
This
good.
one, unfortunately, this is a craft, which is a very popular snack for everybody. And we could not see it. Yes, we do. It is recyclable.
It's recyclable. Recyclable. Is recyclable or
Recyclable.
not recyclable?
That one is recyclable. I saw
Then
it.
goes on the blueprint.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Thank you.
There you go. And that is, I believe that is.
This one has it right up front, yes.
Okay.
Okay. And we said
Recyclable.
recyclable, right?
That's from a can. It's recyclable. It's clean.
Recyclable.
It looks pretty,
Yeah, that's.
It's
Well,
only a box.
Yeah, it should normally be, but I think because there was probably some.
there's some things in here for the front line, for the,
For the
yeah,
animals.
and I would say that would be trash.
Trash. Okay.
All right,
So, and in here is another can.
yep, that's good.
It's good. Oh, oh,
I got
sorry, sorry. Goes in there.
This is more. So that's a
Yep, dirty
napkin. Looks
napkin.
like, yeah, it
Yep.
looks like
Yeah,
a-
napkins, napkins. It's another can there.
Yeah. You can squish that down.
Here's another can. It's clean. It's washed. So
Hey, this looks like you're going to get a free bag here with the trash, huh?
yeah, that's it. Almost after the first week. So there we go.
This is your free bag.
That's my free bag. So there we go. So now here's my trash from this week.
Yeah.
Okay,
still could
probably
fit
could.
some on the
Oh,
side,
I
yeah.
still have.
Yeah.
I can.
But you don't want to rip it. But
But I don't want to rip it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
So-
I think if you moved it around,
So I can probably say that I can get away
with, yeah, one bag. That's what I did.
with one bag.
That's what I did.
And if you didn't have a lot of nights eating out with the styrofoam, you probably could use the 8-gallon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that's a lot of styrofoam here.
Yes.
And you still have room for more.
I still have plenty of room for more. So even if I use one of these bags, which I'm never going to be able to fold the whole thing a week, we're talking about
$1.25
$1.25. We're talking about $6 a month.
a month. Yep.
$6 a month. I don't think I can get my trash picked up from nobody
Yeah.
for that price.
Yeah.
Still have my city picking up my trash, still giving the jobs to city residents.
Yeah. Which the majority are residents
Exactly.
of Fall River.
Exactly. So when we talk about keep jobs and in Fall River,
Yeah.
that's exactly what we're talking about. John, it's the end of our show.
Well,
Thank you again for coming.
it's my pleasure. I hope it was educational for everybody. And any questions, again, it's on the website, and there's also a toll-free number. Please utilize those. That's what they're there to help the residents of Fall River. And just hope this thing, everybody is happy with it.
Yeah.
And any questions, just let us know.
We want to wish WasteZero the best, and thank you for helping the city.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
And I didn't have gloves on,
I
so.
know.